Welcome back, Portal Masters. SCL Matt here for another live SCL unboxing. It's Wednesday afternoon, and that's what we do in the middle of the week is open up some Skylanders and get them ready for the update on Saturday. So no auctions this week, but we do have the update on Saturday as normal. However, reminder now and probably 12 more times that things will not be shipping as normal over the next week and a half. It's the holiday season. Jillian's going on vacation, visiting some family, and operations will not be able to continue as normal over the next week or so. I'll try to get some of the packages out, but I won't be able to get all of them out. So bear with me. The notice is up on the site that, shipping is going to be off for a while, but we'll do the best that we can. But Matt, Portal Zebra, Biggie John, welcome. King Boba Fett, when will I restock? We restock every Saturday. Every Saturday, 1 p.m. Central Time. That's when it happens. That's when it happens every week. So Saturday mornings you can get a preview of what's going to come in that update with the shop update video. But Saturday at 1 p.m. Central Time will be the actual update. Chris, Skylander Historian, Champion, welcome. Skylander Master, Zombie, Pumpkin Eyebrow. Everybody's here. Wow. All right. Let's unbox some stuff. How about it? Because want to get this in before anything bad happens, and two, I got we'll be doing moving the whole website to a new server this afternoon, so I know I gotta work on that. No power. Do I know when I'm gonna get power back? Well, technically I haven't lost power yet. We're just following this big storm that's rolling through the north right now, and it's already started to snow. We're gonna get a bunch of snow today, probably another. They're saying like 6 to 10 inches, and then the next 2 days are gonna be windy on top of that, like 50-mile-an-hour winds. So it's gonna undoubtedly it's gonna knock over a bunch of trees. It's gonna cause problems on the roads. People are gonna run into stuff. We had a big storm last week that was not quite as bad as the one they're predicting for this week, and it knocked out power for a few hours. So yeah, we'll see. But yeah. We'll get into that. Why the new server? Pumpkin Eyebrow, I don't know if you're subscribed to my newsletter. I mentioned it in there this week. My site is using too many resources for the shared server that I'm on. So we're actually going to be moving to a private dedicated server. So it's basically it's because we're getting too big in a sense. My site has been running on that server for many years, but now opening up the e-commerce shop and running the auctions and all of this stuff, it's just getting to be too much for the shared server. So it's unfortunate that, at this point, it's the cost of doing business. I have to upgrade, basically. That's going to be the simplest solution and the best long-term solution. On Sunday, you bought torch, air jughead, tech scepter, magic log holder, fire torch for $20. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's not bad. I think that's probably around what I would charge or maybe a little bit less even. So I mean the tech and fire traps tend to be a little bit harder to find than say, water and life traps. So yeah. Yeah, that's fine. Nothing wrong with that price. Dun, dun, dun. Where do I buy Skylanders? Anywhere that's selling Skylanders. I buy from all over. Um, right now, honestly, mostly buying from eBay. Um, and anywhere, any online marketplace I can find that um, is selling Skylanders at a decent price. I also do a lot of private deals. So people who want to sell me their old collections. But yeah, like I said, basically anywhere that will sell Skylanders, I will buy them. Um, you're subscribed, you just never check the emails. Well, that doesn't help either. Part of the reason for starting that newsletter was to let people know what's going on with the site. Like they're very informative emails. Sometimes it's just early access to stuff, being the first to know about stuff, but then when there are problems too with the site, that's going to be it. Biggie John, yeah, you've noticed the site moving a little slow. Yeah, I have too. I have too. And finally, like my web host said, yeah, that you're bogging down the server too much. So it is what it is. Um, where do I buy non-online? I mean, you look at used video game stores. That I mean, you could that they're the only place that are selling them now. Um, I mean, some people have chances with like uh flea markets and stuff like that, but they're going to be hit or miss depending on where you live and who's stocking stuff. You just got to keep your eyes open. Um, not all used game stores will sell them. Some of them do. Many not well. It's probably 50-50 shot. Yeah, Chatterbug, you're down in Texas, high at 21 on Friday. Yeah, so if it's high 21 on Friday, in Texas, just think about what it is in northern Wisconsin. Right now, it is currently. Last I checked, it was like -4. Um, we're supposed to have wind chills down in like below -30. So yeah, it's not going to be fun weather for anybody. All right. Default username, yes. The email yesterday with, I mean, yes, the headline, I'm in jail. Well, one, I think it'd be hard for me to send an email from jail, but two, um, the intent was to get you to be interested and open up the email. I mean, as I explained in the email, I am not physically in jail, but my website was basically in jail. Like they put me on a separate server to keep me away from all the other websites so I don't slow down everybody else's website. So, yeah. Lunar Lander, welcome. Skylanders Master, do I still have the cheese hat? Yes, I do. I mean, the Packers getting back on track this week. They won 24-12. There's currently actually, yeah, here. We should be scrolling that banner. Where's our Packers 1 banner? Um, here it is. Here it is. Today only. You go use the code GoPackGo at the shop. You can get 12% off because the Packers won by 12 points this week. So go check that out. All right. I am going to unbox some stuff now. because that was what we're here to do. And we can get this unboxing started right. There he is, the man himself, Tree Rex. Looks like this order may all be individually bagged. Unfortunately, though, I'm hoping this is not the case for all of the figures. This Tree Rex has been colored on with a black marker on his arm and on his horn. So he'll and actually down on the base too. There's some black paint, I think, actually. So someone tried to make this into a custom. Oh yeah, there's a few specks of blue paint on the back here too. So he'll go in the damage pile, but like I said, hopefully they didn't try to paint all of them. We'll see how this goes. We'll take these out of the bag so we can inspect them a little bit better in case they are damaged in that way. But this one is looking okay. There we have Thunderbolt. Sword's intact today. It's not painted on, so we'll take him. All right. Ooh. Shoot. Not off to a good start here. So here we have a blaster mine. You can see the little red on his face there, and it looks like they maybe I don't know if that's just dirt or something on the inside. That's gonna be hard to show, but there's a little something on the inside there that I might be able to clean up a little bit. I'll have to take a closer look at it, see if that's just paint or dirt or what. But there's a blaster mine. Do I have Robo? Yeah, I have Robo. All right. Here we have Sunscraper Spire and a Midnight Museum. Light and dark. Like to see them. And a few traps. Of course, we have our Life Hammer along with the Water Tiki. There's a water log holder. Air Toucan. Dark Spider. And the Chaos Trap. Everybody loves a good Chaos Trap there. So we'll keep this train rolling. See what else we can find in here. Here we got ourselves a Nightmare. I don't think she's painted on. Anything that shouldn't be painted. So we'll take that one. Ardioka, yeah, I can experiment with some stuff, but yeah, alcohol in the paint would have come off. I always worry about using some, I don't want to be too harsh because I worry that it'll take the original paint off that is supposed to be there. So when it's on the figure like that, I don't like to use anything too rough. We'll see. There's Night Light. Looking nice and clean there. So not completely trash lot yet. What's my favorite Skylanders piece from your personal collection? That is going to be my newly acquired E3 Spyro figure, new in box. The box is a little beat up, but it's still got the original packaging. So yeah, it's up on the shelf over there off screen, so I can't really show it right now. Um, but yeah, that's that's it. That's it for sure. All right. Looks like they tried to get creative again. Here's another painted. It's a little hard to see. So there's blue paint on here. On the top edge of the sword here, it's definitely painted. And over here on the shoulder, on the armor, there's blue paint. And some of the paint got down onto the bow as well. So we'll have to see. Yeah, I do have an E3 Spyro. That was a very recent acquisition within the past month or so. Um, I showed it off on one of my live streams, so you can go check it out. But I would have to like climb up on the shelf to get it right now, so I'm not going to get it right now. Um, I'll have to make a video showcasing it at some point. But if you want, you can. Like I said, there is a live stream where I did show it off. So, had an eyebrow with paint on his eye, alcohol, and easier time removing the. There you go. Had an easier time removing the original paint rather than the unwanted paint, and that's exactly what I'm afraid of. So, that's why I don't want to do too much with that. Um, what kind of paint would you recommend for fixing missing paint on Skylanders? Pumpkin face, unfortunately, I'm not an expert in that area. Um, if you can get a hold of someone like Skylander dude, I know does a lot of painting, um, or Earthen Avenger does a lot of Skylanders painting. You can check in with them and see if they have some tips for you. I know Earthen Avenger started making some how to customize Skylanders videos. I don't know how far he got in that series, but um, yeah, that'd be my best recommendation for right now. I don't have experience in that area, so I couldn't tell you the first thing about paints. Scorum, do I have a glow in the dark Warnado? I do not. I just got my hands on a glow in the dark wrecking ball, but I still need the Warnado and the Zap. So yeah, missing a few of those yet. Chaotic, welcome to the stream. All right, a few more figures. These a little bit smaller, fit more few of them in the bag. Thankfully, not seeing any paint on these guys. So, Series 2 Trigger Happy. Got a Pop Fizz. Series 1 Pop Fizz there. Here is Series 3 Stealth Elf. And there's a Windup. All right. Almost done with this box. I got this box and then one other box that actually just has one item in it. So stick around for that. It'll be interesting. We got Nightmare Express. Looks like along with its magic items, there is the Hand of Fate and the Piggy Bank. Got a mini. There is Spry. And a Slobbertooth. Dug down to find some portals and games. So it looks like we have 2 Xbox One games. So we have Swap Force and Trap Team. Let me double check that these are actually in here. Yeah, we got the Swap Force disc. And there's our Trap Team disc. So get some Xbox One games in the shop this weekend. Along with portals. And yes, these are both Xbox One portals. So we got an Xbox One Trap Team portal and Xbox One Swap Force portal. This one's a little bit dirty. See if I can clean that up a little bit, but yeah. Xbox One Trap Team. There you go. Chatterbug, have I ever been a collector for stuff other than Skylanders? Absolutely. I've been a collector all my life. I've collected. I I actually went back once and told a story. Like when I was really young, we lived on an old farm, and they had. I learned this later in life that it was where their silos used to be. Like the silos have been torn down, but like there was still like the concrete floor down there, and we were always finding like nuts and bolts around the old grounds of that silo. Um, and it's that was like my first collection, I think. Like I would just collect the bags and bags of nuts and bolts that I found in the backyard, basically. Um, but then it moved on to more normal things like football cards, basketball cards. I didn't really get into baseball that much. Um, like I didn't enjoy the sport as much, so I didn't enjoy the cards as much. I did collect them for a time, but um, yeah, I've collected a bunch of things over the years, but Skylanders is basically what I'm collecting right now. Zombie, if I were to estimate, 75%. I really have no idea. I really have no idea at all. That's a complete guess. It's more complete than not complete, but yeah, I have no idea on what percentage. Is a special item for my collection? Actually, no. I think I have this one in my collection already. Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, this one will actually be going to auction at some point. Um, Seller approached with Rock Candy Pinata. Is it inbox or out of box? I I like the Chase variant Imaginators are some of the hardest things to find right now. Um, on average, just in my head, I usually value them somewhere around like 300. Like I say, that's a reasonable price to ask. Uh, okay, if it's in box and the box is in good shape, and especially if you are collecting in box, um, I mean, then I would say like a minimum of 300 is probably what they should be asking. Um, I could see it going to 4 or 5 if it's in really good shape and that's something you collect. But if you just want the figure and you don't care about the box, like I'd try to go 300 or less. Um, it might be a hard sell, but depends how interested they are in selling at this time. Like it all comes down to finding the right buyer or finding the right seller, depending which side of it you're on. So I for Chase variant Imaginators, that's kind of where my benchmark is right about $300 right now. Um, so yeah, for a new inbox rock candy pinata, if you can get for less than 300, absolutely. I would probably take it even though I already have one. Um, but yeah, somewhere in that range I think makes sense. Oh, he just asked you to name a price? Yeah. I I mean, if you're gonna name a price, maybe I would say, start at like 200 or 250 and see what he says, and then work your way up to 300 if you have to. Pumpkin eyebrow, yeah. There are a lot of people I'm surprised haven't become VIP members who make purchases frequently. The VIP membership would make a lot of sense for them, but they don't buy it. So yeah, everybody's gonna do it differently. I'm not gonna force anybody. Um, do I expect to ever get a birthday Ben Starcast? I mean, I don't expect to find one anytime soon, but if I keep looking long enough, I think I'll be able to get my hands on one. They're out there. I know they're out there. Just gotta find someone who has one and is motivated to sell. Chaotic, yeah. I don't collect the Mega Blocks, but there are a lot of them out there. Mega Blocks is one of those brands that got into Skylanders early and stuck with them for a long time. They made the most of their license that they had. And no, I did not get those LG kits. I've kind of lost contact with my contact. Um, like I was reaching out to him every couple of weeks, and it used to be like, yeah, I I just they haven't responded in a while. So, um, yeah, I don't know what to say. There's only so much I can do. Only so much I can pester someone, and I really don't like to pester people. I don't like to nag them. So, all right. We got a few more figures here. Um, oh no. Oh, wait. Never mind. Never mind. We're all good. We're all good. Oof, that was close. Anyway, um, here is a Hoot Loop. Seems to be intact there. And then, whew. Okay. Yeah, this may have a little dirt or dust on it that we'll have to clean up. But how about a blackout? Hopefully, I don't have a blackout. Um, but someone else can have a blackout now. So yeah, he's got a little bit of dirt on his chest there, but yeah, that we can clean up. So, blackout. Star of that box. So then, on to box number 2, which only has one item, so it's barely a box. Spartan, no, you cannot have them for free. That is not how we operate here. But in box number 2, are you ready for this? This is the big item of the week. I managed to get a really good deal on this one, I feel. So, how about bronze hot dog, copper hot dog, E3 hot dog, color shift hot dog, whatever you want to call him. His tail's intact. He's out of box, but he's in really good shape otherwise. He is very well packaged on his way over here. So I was very happy to see that. But Yeah. Haven't seen one of these in a long time. I have one of these new in box up on the shelf. Um, I got one of these very early on after I had opened the shop, and I think I sold it way too cheap. So, yeah, we will have to see what he does at the auctions, but yeah, that is definitely an auction item. I'm glad you appreciate that one. It's a good looking hot dog. Scorum, you saw out of box listing on eBay a bit ago. Do you remember how much it went for or how much they were asking? I haven't researched him recently, so not entirely sure. All right. Yeah, that's all I have for the unboxing today. But I mean, I think that's pretty good. We got bronze hot dog and a blackout. Um, yeah, yeah, good stuff there. So, oh, some Xbox One games, Xbox One portals. Good stuff. What would I personally price a sealed E3 hot dog? I would have to do some research. I don't even know what the out of box goes for right now. But yeah. Pumpkin eyebrow. Yeah, I know it was a short stream, but I also want to make sure I got everything in before the weather gets too bad and power goes out again. Cause like we still got trees that are like leaning heavily from the last storm. Like we got in one night we got like 8 inches of wet heavy snow, and it's still sticking to all the trees, and they're leaning and breaking and falling over all week. Um, so I mean, thankfully the power only went out on that one day, but it's likely to happen again this week sometime, whether today, tomorrow, Friday. Like they're predicting this storm is essentially going to be like 3 days long. So we'll see. We'll see. Found one listing for E3 hot dog, E3 and molten, both in box for 153. Yeah, I mean the molten's probably, might be $20 there. So a little over 100 for E3 hot dog. Sure. I think that's actually not too bad. Like the E3 ones are a little bit harder, or a little bit easier to find than your average Chase variant, say. Um, so I think they did hand out a few more of them, or at least they were more easily accessible for a lot of people. Um, so I mean, yeah, around that $100 mark probably makes sense. But depends how bad you want it. And when, like I said, when was last time you saw it? And if there's only one listing on eBay, that kind of tells you like they probably don't come up for sale too often nowadays. So it's hard to say. Um, yeah, Oklahoma is going to be cold too. Yeah, like the whole country is kind of going through a bit of a cold snap this week. And like I said, if it's cold down south, it's going to be even colder up north. Like that part doesn't really change too much. So if you're getting 20 degrees in Texas, 7 degrees in Oklahoma, we're in the negatives up here, and we are. It already is. I'm pretty sure the heat at our house has been running nonstop all day because it's below zero outside. But yeah. All right. So that's about it for this week. I think those are the only items I have to unbox. Um, the there are no auctions this week. There will be a shop update. Um, so we will be back uh probably not till next week really with a live stream. And we'll see how things go. But um you'll have a little bit of time. I need to shut down the site pretty soon for the site migration. But you still got a little bit of time to use that Go Pack Go code in the shop, get an extra 12% off today only. I apologize for the slight interruption, but we need to get things up and running back at normal speeds as soon as possible. So that's going to happen today. If all goes well, the site should be back up and you should be able to place orders again later this evening. Be sure to follow me on Twitter at SCLMatt if you want live updates on that when we're back online. But yeah, I think that's all I have for this week. Go subscribe to the newsletter and we can keep you up to date that way as well. Even if the site is down for an extended period of time for whatever reason, like email is still a viable means of communication. Another reason to have that newsletter and be able to contact you and let you know what's going on. So we'll see how things go. Hope for the best. Thank you for all the wishes. Yeah, we're prepared for this storm. We know it's coming. Got stocked up with food and got plenty of blankets and sweatshirts and whatnot here in the house. Got our candles and flashlights and got all our electronic devices charged and all that good stuff. So, um, yeah, we're about as prepared as we can be, but we'll see how it goes. So, thanks all for hanging out and enjoy the holidays. Merry Christmas to everybody that celebrates. Happy holidays to everybody else. Enjoy the rest of the week. Next week, go spend some time with family and friends. Um, and yeah, we'll talk again next week. Enjoy your time. We'll talk soon.